Hello and welcome to Intro to Artificial Intelligence. Before starting this guide, I would encourage you to go to our Canvas page, navigate to Files, and then under the Homework directory, open up assignment0.pdf. This will give you platform-specific instructions for installing Python 3, as well as the IU VPN. Once you have done so, open up Git in the command line. If you don't have Git installed, there are also instructions for how to install it here. Once we've done that, we can go ahead to page 4, step 2, and copy this command, git clone, and then the distribution directory for our course. We'll go ahead and right-click and paste that into our Git terminal. It will prompt us to log in to IU's GitHub server. Once we've logged in, it will download the distribution directory for us. From there, we can navigate into the directory by typing cd distribution. Now we'll type git remote rename origin distribution. This will help us not accidentally attempt to push files to the distribution directory. Now from here, make sure that you're either on IU's network, being on campus or otherwise, or you're connected to the IU VPN. Once you've done so, you can navigate to grading.luddy.indiana.edu. It might prompt you to log into GitHub, and then once you've logged in, it will tell you that your GitHub repository has been created successfully. From there, you might have to refresh the page and then click on GitHub repo, and it will give you a link here. So we can go ahead and copy that, or we can copy it here. Both should work. And then we can navigate back to our terminal and type git remote add submission, and then we'll right-click and paste the URL here. And when we hit enter, it should link our distribution directory on our local machine to our submission directory. So now we can navigate into distribution, go to assignment 0, a0.py, and we can edit that with Notepad++ or your favorite text editor. Once we have it open, the extent of assignment 0 is to print out our favorite dessert. So let's say our favorite dessert is pie. We can go ahead and save the file and close it. And now, making sure that git is in the directory of our distribution folder, we can type git add and then a period, and then git commit and -m and then space and quote, and we need to give a message to our commit, so we'll say first commit. From here, we can say git push submission master, and this will upload our files to GitHub, and then the grading tool should see them. We might be prompted to log into IU's GitHub again. Once you see that it has pushed successfully, we can go back to the grading tool, go to assignment 0, and if you see a red symbol here, there should be some error down at the bottom. If the error makes sense to you, you can try to resolve it. Odds are, if you see an error on this assignment, something has gone wrong with the grading tool, in which case I would strongly encourage you to make a post on Piazza so we can resolve that. But normally on this page, what you will see is preliminary tests to make sure that your code does not throw any errors. So it won't check the results of your submissions, or your builds rather, your commits. It will not check them for correctness, but will check them for syntax errors, or things like that. So if you see a red symbol on this page, do not submit your assignment, or if you do, you will be unlikely to get full credit on that assignment for that submission. Every submission or every assignment will come with a certain number of submissions. In this case, we've given A0 10. It shouldn't take more than 1 or 2, maybe, if there's an error with the grading tool. So if you see a green circle here, that means your commit to GitHub builds successfully and runs. It may not have the correct solution, but it is not throwing errors at this stage. So then we can navigate to submissions, and this is where you can actually submit your homework for a grade. So we're going to go ahead and submit my most recent commit, submit our academic integrity affirmation. And once it's done, we should see a grade, 10 points, out of a max possible 10, and that used up one of our 10 submissions. We can also click download here, and it will give us information about the different test cases that we did or did not pass. So in this case, we passed the test case for printing our favorite dessert. Doesn't matter what dessert you print as long as it's your favorite. Yeah, so that should be the extent of how to use the grading tool. Any additional detail that you need, go ahead and ask on Piazza. There's a little bit more fine detail inside of the PDF for assignment 0. If you get stuck on any steps, I would look to that first, and then if you still have issues, navigate to our Piazza on Canvas. You can find the link here, and this will let you answer questions, get questions answered rather. So I hope that was helpful. If there are any additional questions, feel free to ask. Also, the grading tool should automatically update your grade on Canvas if the assignment is released. So if it doesn't do that, also reach out on Piazza. All right, best of luck in the course.